Welcome everyone to the 5th day of my stay in Toronto, Canada. The weather on this particular day is very overcast, and maybe that's because we are getting close to the start of the candidates. This is the 3rd of April, and this is the day when the opening ceremony was being held. I got down from the bus number 63, which I take from my place on the Bloor Street at Ossington, and then I get down here, and generally they tell me that there is another bus which will come here, 504 or something like that number, and I always look in this direction and there is usually no bus coming, and so I don't like to wait and so I start walking in that direction. Hi guys, the weather is pretty unforgiving right now. Quite cold, and also at the same time it's raining, drizzling I would say, but it's very cold drizzle, and I think if it was not for this thing which Asim gave me, I would have been toasted. So yeah. Well, Asim's jacket saved me. By the way, this is how you cross the road here. This is the red sign, so you cannot cross right now. You are at the zebra crossing, which is important. There are no cars in sight, so generally in India I would have anyway ran, but here I'm more careful. Now you see it's become white and you start crossing, but immediately it becomes red. But there's a number below it, and that number when it turns 0 is when you need to stop. So all this was a little bit complex for me, but I learned it all within a day or two. This was the practice which was going on for the opening ceremony over here, and that's Kema over there. And these are the trophies which have been made from reclaimed wood, which will be given to the winners of the candidates tournament. Very beautifully made trophies. And then the press conference took place, where we had the president of Chess Federation of Canada, CEO of FIDE Emil Sutovsky, Vaishali, Caruana, Anna Burtasova, who's the press officer. And it was an interesting press conference where questions were asked to all the people, and there were a lot of revelations. The full version of this press conference will be put up on our channel very soon. Later, after the press conference, Vaishali met with an Indian journalist who had come there. He never had covered chess. He lives in Canada, but he saw that this tournament is huge for India, and he came there to report for Hindustan Times. That's Theo, who's the operations officer of Lee Chess. There were also other people. That's Ulrich Stock. There is also many more journalists, Mike Klein from Chesscom in the background, other volunteers, and so they were all getting ready for this big tournament that's happening. And all the chessboards here were signed by all the 16 players, which is very cool. I think there are going to be giveaways, and maybe at the FIDE shop. That's the host of the evening coming in, Charlize Van Zyl. She is a WIM from South Africa, and she did an amazing job at the opening ceremony. Vishy Anand made his entry here, and he is talking with some of the important people in Canadian chess. And as I went down, you saw Peter Swidler, the second of Pragnananda, speaking with Jan Nepomniachtchi in the before the opening ceremony. You have Caruana second there, Grigory Oparin, Fabi is there, even Christian Kirilla was somewhere there, and that's Laura Freud. There is Mark Glukowski, that's Letingye with Raymond Song there. So many important people in this venue before the start of the opening ceremony. And there we see Emil Sutovsky, the CEO of FIDE, with Vishy, and he's being introduced to the Scheinberg family, Isa Scheinberg, who's the sponsor of the event. And then we go into the room, that's Katrina Lagno with Maria Emelianova. There we have Goryachkina with Evgeny Nayer, who's her second over here. And this is where the opening ceremony took place in this hall. It was very interesting basically to be around and see how all the people were interacting. It was the first time that all the players came out together. That's Alireza Firuza with his father, and in the background we have Ulrich Stock on the left, and there's IM Shmil also over there. And then the team of Nurgul Salimova with Cheparinov and Gokar Khan over there, and also Pragnananda makes his entry along with his mother and sister, and they are always such a nice unit together, supporting each other. And then came Vidit Gujarati with Rajabov, 2 out of 3 of the Wolf Pack. We all miss Anish Giri, that is for sure. Surya and Vedika in the backdrop, and here are all the players: Katrina Lagno, Letingye, Nurgul Salimova, Vaishali, Humpy, Anna Muzichuk, Nijat Abbasov, Pragnananda, Firuza, Nakamura, and Caruana. So these are all the players here, and then the opening ceremony began. I think that's the FIDE anthem. I got a nice spot behind the players to shoot everything, and everyone stood up for the FIDE anthem and also for the Canadian national anthem. And then I got this nice shot where we can see the organizers here, Vishy Anand there, and also all the players: Caruana, Nakamura, Firuza, Nepo, Prag, Gukesh, Vidit, Abbasov, Anna Muzichuk, Humpy, Vaishali, Salimova, Tanjongi, and so on. And now for the opening ceremony, Q&A session was held. There you see Nepo went up, and basically one question was asked to each player. Prag gave a nice answer on which is his favorite city in the world of chess.
For chess tournament, to be honest, it doesn't matter when you're playing in a closed place.
A very nice answer was also given by Vidit Gujarati, who went up and he was asked what is his one wish for this event, and Vidit, always very witty, gave his answer.
For myself to win this tournament, for chess to be as popular as football.
This is a very nice thing. By the way, Isa Scheinberg was invited on the stage and given a special prize for his support to chess. Vishy Anand opened the tournament. These were some of the words he spoke.
And so a big thank you to you. I'd like to wish all the participants all the very best. And I declare the 2024 FIDE Candidates Tournament.
Once the tournament was opened, here Vishy is interacting with Hari Raghavan, the person who helped me here in Canada, and also with Vinod Puri, former Vinod Puri, who's the former Canadian junior champion. And here Vishy is interacting with Vidit's team. I also did a very nice interview with Vishy, which you can find on our channel. I really love it, about his Candidates 2014 victory. And this gentleman here supports a lot of players with his training at faraway destinations. I also did an interview with Vinod Puri where he spoke about his interactions with Vishy in 85, 86, 87 in the World Juniors with Vishy Anand. And then after everything was done, I went to this pub for pub chess evening, and there I saw so many players gathered. Madison Ave, this is where it was held, and beautifully organized here. So many people there. You see Aryan Tari, Eric Hansen, Grandmasters, also Levi Rosman was there, and Levi was in his element, always happy, fun loving. He also won that. He was shooting, by the way. He also said he won the Blitz tournament earlier that day. Very happy. There was also Nemo there, who was not just playing but also helping others improve. So amazing work done by the streamers. And then there was this nice shop where you can buy these portraits, where there are these modern classics like Levi Rosman versus Magnus Carlsen. I think it was some April Fool's prank. Then Nakamura versus Eric Hansen, and so on. I myself played some chess before I called it a night. Generally my days in Canada happen this way. I wake up early in the morning around 4 or 5 a.m. and then I start editing videos or start doing work, and around 2 p.m. or so I leave And then the day begins, then I collect material, then I come back home. I'm so tired that I simply crash on the bed. But for now, I have to now leave. By the way, here I won material because the queen is pinned. I have to leave in a few minutes now for the first round that will begin very shortly. I'm so excited to be here at Candidates. I cannot tell you. I was at the Candidates in 2016 and there was one Indian player, Vishy Anand, for whom we were rooting for and covering the event. Of course, we are covering it entirely, but it was nice to have Anand there. But here we have 5 Indian players and this is just going to be simply epic. So I'm excited for it. I hope you are as well. See you all. Thank you all for loving these vlogs. I'll try to keep it going.